a big misconception for anyone who's curious about semen retention and sexuality and the impacts it has on a person's internal life, but also represented in the physical sense. Maybe when you find yourself in a partnership and the level of sexuality you bring into the container, it can be very full when you have restrained yourself from doing the act for a long time, if that makes sense. And I think when people get on this journey, they think that their sexual desires have to be killed. And I don't think that should ever be killed. Having a sexual desire for something that is connecting is normal and should not be punished by you, or you shouldn't feel ashamed for desiring sex. I find a lot in this community, it's almost like a competition of who cannot have sex for the longest, or who can, overcome maybe the urge to masturbate, etc., the longest. And it's not about that. On this journey of, semen retention for men, celibacy for women, your container of sexual energy and the desire to have sex can be heightened. It can be easily accessible upon what you are actually giving your awareness to. Now, when you give your awareness to maybe how good it feels, or if you can envision how good it would feel to have a partner who desires you deeply and who desires the capacity of what sex means to you. And I ask you guys this at this point in this video: what does sex mean to you? Now, for most people, sex can just be an unconscious thing that they just desire just to feel something. And I want to pinpoint the difference between desiring sex while you're in a relationship and then desiring sex when you're out of a relationship. Sometimes these two things can be very different. Because when you're in a relationship, sex is a fundamental thing that needs to be upheld to actually have a healthy bond with your partner. And sometimes partnerships go through seasons of maybe lack of intimacy in a lot of areas. And, a lot of the times within semen retention, you can still want to practice semen retention in a relationship, but you also have a desire to have that interconnectedness maybe with a partner. And it's great to be aware of why you are wanting the sex you are craving, and even outside of a relationship. I really want men to focus their attention and their awareness on not sleeping around with multiple amounts of women to feed this desire you may have that's within yourself. Because the more you desire sleeping around with multiple women to find the one, you are actually repelling yourself from the woman that you would be wanting a fulfilled life with, because you're looking at women for a means to an end, to fulfill something that they can never fulfill, honestly, within you, etc., within you at all. So to pinpoint the differences between the desire to have sex and the place of why is crucial for yourself, your well-being. Because listen, you guys, sex is healthy. Having healthy sex is something that can actually make you a healthier human being, can actually vibrate you into a higher frequency, and can actually fulfill a lot of these human needs, which is connectedness. And I think it's been tarnished in our society today is even the word sex and what that means to a lot of people, because we see the over-sexualization take place in almost every single media outlet. And it's a shame, because now men will get inside of a relationship and to actually view the female woman body as sacred is something a lot of men can't grasp, because it's shown constantly, whether you like it or not. People even use the woman's body for advertisement to get more sales, etc., and women exposing themselves for money. So there's a level of not having mystery within femininity anymore. I don't even want to use femininity, because a woman who over-sexualizes herself isn't even feminine. So I would say more so the degrading woman who degrades herself will also look for you to grade her in a multitude of ways. And grading within the bedroom and sex is something that unfortunately a lot of women aren't fulfilled in. A lot of women are not fulfilled inside of a sexual relationship because first and foremost, a woman's sexual needs isn't looked at as important as a man's. And this is something that can be uncomfortable for a lot of women to express. And that's why within the path of celibacy and the path of my own abstinence that I did for the 7-8 months, it got me into a relationship with my own sexuality, upon what I wanted, upon the very desires I was needing to fulfill on my own, which I have, about just forming that relationship to myself, to the very energy that has created a lot of beautiful things in my life. But I am also aware now of how healthy sex is. And sex is something that should be upheld within relationships. It shouldn't be something that is you feel ashamed for desiring, wanting, asking your partner for. And I don't know. I wanted to make this video because I feel like within especially the semen retention community, sometimes sex can be looked at as almost shameful in a way. And it's not. It's just based upon why are you wanting the sex you are wanting, and being comfortable with who you are, being comfortable with desiring the very things you're wanting. And I just want to bring some ease and grace into this conversation today. I didn't really plan this video. I just wanted to touch on it because it's something that's been coming up for me. I feel like the path of semen retention is setting you up to have a relationship with the very sexual energy that sometimes drives you into patterns of destruction. And instead, you are harnessing that energy to move you into a future of your desired realities actually becoming mirrored into the physical, because you understand the power behind it. So I hope today's video helped. I hope I brought some clarity into this topic, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.